Hi, you folks. I am so sorry. It has been a day. Anyways, I hope that you all are doing well. This is Kat, and I am going to be doing some drawings as I usually do. At least I hope I do. No, I'm joking. I usually do drawings. Anyways, to let you guys know, what I am using for today's drawing is the Sketchbook Pro that we've been using. Um, for those who are new here, I use Sketchbook Pro. It's only 20 bucks, super easy, and you can use it across platforms. Um, the headphone or the tablet that I'll be using to draw on is what I believe is a Canvas 19. It's a Huon Canvas 19, I believe. It's definitely Huon, 100% Huon. Um, the headphones with the speakersy stuff is the Onikuma K1B set. I don't think that they're on sale anymore. Sorry, folks, if you were really interested in that. And last but not least, my recording software is the OBS recording streaming software. Yeah, the OBS system. Woot woot! And the subject for our drawing today is a part of the I promise I'll get it. It's a part of the Bird Whisperer project. It is a yearly painting drawing challenge, whatever. It is a yearly art challenge in which they provide high quality photos of various birds, and you must use the photos of those or use those exact photos in order to create your illustrations. Uh, today's um to or October's there we go. The October's bird is the hooded crow. I think it's hooded crow. I will have to double check. Is it the hooded crow? I don't think that that's going to be what I want. It is definitely not what I want, but it'll get me close. There is Dot. There is Dot. There is Dot. Yes, hooded crow. Woot! I knew it. Anyways, this is today's painting, and oddly enough, I really like this bastard. Yes, I'm calling him a bastard because he's a glorious bastard. Look at him, he's so pretty. He's absolutely gorgeous, and I love him. He does not look like he would take crap from anyone. Now, here's an interesting thing that you see with this drawing, or this photo, is the fact that he's on a background of orange leaves, and it is October. And believe it or not, where I'm at, the leaves are just now changing. We are halfway through the month, or we're just about halfway. We're approximately halfway through the month, and the leaves are just now changing. I'm not kidding when I say last week, literally last week, we were in the freaking 90s. I don't know what we were today, but we were in the 90s last week, man. That was something. That was something. Anyways. Nope. So I don't know. I don't know how many of y'all, and I don't know what their actual names are, but I don't know how many of y'all actually have watched the Muppets. I feel like most of y'all have, which is fair, which is very fair. Anyways, so most of y'all have watched the Muppets, right? Right. Well, oh no, here's the thing, is that my Muppet animal, because everyone has a Muppet animal, I swear to God, my Muppet animal is the freaking Yelpy creatures. I can't think of what they're called. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's not what I need. Oh, that's what I need. Yes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Guess I'm gonna go back to 5. Even though there's absolutely no green. But that's okay. Okay. And I'm gonna select this color. I'm gonna add it. Now, why would I do that? It's very simple, folks. I like to have bright colors in my work. So what I'm actually doing is I am wanting to figure out this technique. Oh, so for those of you who don't know, I'm actually working on another bird whisperer project, but that one is going to take a while because that one I'm using my quote unquote traditional style, like pretty heavily. There you are. Or else with this one, I will not be doing that. Because, yes. Okay. That is not what I wanted to do. And that is also not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. That technical pen is very, very, less pen, more, brush-like. Okay. That is not what I want. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay. So, I'm gonna be beating a dead horse with a stick. For those of you who may or may not know, or for those of you who have heard the story, I'm so sorry. There, a while back, whenever I was doing, I wasn't live streaming yet, but, a while back, I was doing one of these, and I was doing one of these at work, and, oh yeah, by the way, this one, I'm going to be doing my, I'm going to try and get it done in an hour. Usually I actually get these done in like 2 hours. I don't necessarily imagine that that's going to be a thing here. Anyways, so I was doing one of these, and for those of you who don't know, my day job is I work in graphic production and am a graphic designer. I feel very bad for all graphic designers who have to deal with anyone. Yes, I feel sorry for myself. I feel bad for graphic designers who have to deal with people who are not graphic designers, and yes, I feel sorry for myself. There's a reason. Just like there's a reason for anyone who has to deal with anything. Anyways, now as I was saying, I was doing this at work on a free period, and I had a coworker that was watching me, and they were super upset that I was doing the illustration this way. And they're like, "You're not actually drawing." I'm like, what? Why? They're like, "Because you're tracing." It's like, tracing is a form of drawing. And they're like, "No, it's not." It's like, Okie dokie. Well, when you have to go and make deadlines, you can go make that decision. Because tracing is 100% a tool in the artist toolbox. And anyone who says otherwise clearly hasn't ever had to go make drawings on a deadline. I have not had to do as many drawings on a deadline, and it makes me feel very sad not having done that. Anyways, but yeah, they were just like, tracing is not an art. It's like, well, yeah, it is. But they just would not let it go. Then again, I wouldn't let go either because I knew that they were wrong. But seriously, tracing is totally a part of the art form. And if anyone tells you it's not, they're wrong. That because what that is that they don't know how to trace. That's what it comes down to. You don't know how to trace. See, nice and pretty. Except there's no information there, so we're just gonna go and do that. Alright, so how do you trace in Mother Huffer? Okay, good. That whole, like, wrong layer thing, let me tell you, that's a real fear. Actually, I just proved that wasn't a fear. It's an actual true travesty that all artists deal with, and we are all absolutely frightened of it. There is no artist who is, unless you are working... Okay, let me phrase this. There is no digital artist who does not fear the wrong layer. Traditional artists, that's way less of a fear. There is still a fear of it, because, believe me, there is 100% still a fear of it. But it really depends on what you're doing. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay. So, now here's the thing with, okay, so some people may be asking, okay, how do you know when it's a good idea to go in and do tracing? It's always a good idea to go and do tracing. That's the end all be all of that statement. It's always a good idea. Why is it a good idea? Well, okay, let me back up a little bit. It's a good idea when you know how to trace. Now that makes no sense. Well, it does. Because if you don't know how to trace, you're going to end up with things that look like they were traced. All right. Sounds very esoteric, like Zen type statements. But it's not. I know it sounds like it, but it's not. Okay, so how do you know how to trace? Tracing is not tracing. Again, sounds like another esoteric type thing. Okay, so here's the thing, is that as you can see, I did not trace exactly the shape of the bird. Absolutely did nothing of the sort. I don't even freaking know why I did that. You know why? Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so as you can see, the bird is not completely like 100% drawn. It's not like 1-to-1 absolutely everything is drawn on there. No, because it doesn't need to be. Also, I took sharp edges to things instead of trying to do a curve. Now, down here, very much a curve. Why? Because I didn't want to sit there and try and figure out how to go and make that into not curved shape. Which sounds a little silly, right? Right? Well, if it's curved, it should be curved. But I didn't do that with anything else. I have curved points all over the place, but I have very few curved points. Or I have curved shapes, but I don't have very many curved lines. Now, why is that? Because you don't need curved lines in order to give the perceived. You don't need to have a curved outside line in order to give the curved line inside. Or the feel of curviness inside. You just don't. Okay, so why do it? So, wait, that was the wrong question, not so why do it? I'm sorry. So, why straight lines then? Even though everything is curved. Oddly enough, straight lines give off a better sense of how things are. And it can also be a stylistic choice. Hellboy is all very few of the lines in the actual comic are curved. Most of them are angular and straight lines. And they are fantastic, and they're very, very different. The Japanese manga does this very, very well. Okay. Do, 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 do. By all means, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm not going to bite your heads off for asking questions. It is best to go and ask questions. Anyways, sorry. I am not as wound up as I may appear to be. Okay. Oh. Also, I'm very, very sorry about starting late. Um, let's just say Mother Nature and I did not agree as to what life should be like. Or that I actually had a busy life. But then again, Mother Nature is often like that. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. I could do that. You want to see something kind of cool? That makes, like, painting 1,000 times easier? It really does. It makes painting so much easier. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright, you guys are gonna think me crazy. Ta-da! Now, how crazy is that? Barely even had to do anything. Power of modern technology. Now you want to see something just as cool? Okay, so it's not as cool, but still pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I really don't like that. There we go. That's better. Thank you, oh great and wise and powerful gods of technology. And this is how we get those nice little gradations. So for those of you who have been around the block too and have seen me doing the traditional stuff, when I say I'm not using the technology to its maximum benefit, this is what I mean. Now, why do I keep going and pushing my brush out to the side? Well, that's quite simple, folks. It's because it acts like a wet rag or rag, where I am essentially brushing off excess paint. So, I'm not gonna lie, I am literally painting on this like I would if I was doing this traditionally. I.e., I'm pushing my face right up close to it, even though I can totally, I could totally go and zoom in on this. But I won't. Because that's not how you do it. Just ask anyone. Alright. So why don't you just go and paint on all on one layer? Do like an actual painting. Well, the problem with that is that I don't want to. No, I could do it if I so chose, but the thing about this is that that's not like that's not how this is supposed to be used. And yeah, I get it. Doesn't have anything to do with how things are supposed to be used or not. But what you can do with it. Well, what was I saying? I don't remember. I'm so sorry. Do 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 do. I forgot to play. No, no. Yes. There. Meh. Alright. Hey, look at that. It almost looks like our drawing, doesn't it? Anyways, or our photo. It almost looks like our photo. Here. There are some key points that are missing, but we got 30 minutes to go and fix that. Now, don't we? 30 minutes.